Good morning, everyone. It's Dwayne Martins coming at you to deliver hope, inspiration, and motivation to help you get better. Today, we're going to talk about the legacy that you're leaving. Is it a very good legacy? Will you be proud to pass it on? You know, I know, and it doesn't matter if you've come from a family that didn't have much. Good morning, Kathy. Top of the morning to you. Talking about legacies today, and if yours is worth passing on. And it doesn't matter if you came from wealth and an extravagant lifestyle and a great family. Good morning, John. Or if you came from poverty and you didn't have nothing. You need to just respect and appreciate what your parents did for you, whichever side of the spectrum you're on there. But don't just settle for what they had. Try to achieve more, and that's what they wanted for you in the first place. Good morning, Mary. So on a legacy, if you were to look on your little Smarty Pants phone right now, because I did that just before I got on here, in your app, it just says that a legacy is the amount of money that you leave. Well, there's more to it than that. A lot more to it. In fact, many of you know that I'm a Dave Ramsey follower, and he talks about a book that he wrote called The Legacy Journey. And it's an amazing, amazing book. If you want to leave an amazing legacy, you need to read that book. It's called The Legacy Journey by Dave Ramsey. But he talks on his show all the time of all of his books are about money. Except one. And that book is The Legacy Journey. And he said that book is about wealth. And there is a tremendous difference between wealth and money. It's a great study. And he calls it a radical view, a biblically radical view on wealth and legacy. So anyway, it's a great book. But there is much more to it than just money. You need to, so I want to challenge you to think about, especially if you're a parent out there, what kind of legacy are you leaving behind? Especially for your kids. If we are talking biblically, it says to leave an inheritance for your children's children. So yes, it is about money. But I also know, as many of you do, that if you just leave a bunch of money to your kids, it's going to ruin them. More families are ruined because of inheritances and that stuff, because they don't know how to handle money and they're not ready for some growth like that. So you need to instruct your kids and your family on the right ways to deal with money. But there's more to it than just money. It's the success that you have. It's the great attitudes that you have. That's all part of your legacy, the blessings that you have and the money. So what are you doing to create that legacy when you're gone? Because I don't know if you know this or not, but none of us are getting out of this alive, right? You knew that? Cool. We're all going to go sometime, and hopefully you leave something that's worth catching, that a legacy that's not going to destroy your family, one that's going to just keep them, give them that cornerstone and that place that they can grow from. And so what are you doing specifically? Because you aren't going to just be at the end of your life and this happen. Has to be something that you've planned out, you've thought about, you've created. You have to create your own legacy. So that's my challenge. You've got the weekend. You could be, tie into some of those great podcasts that are out there, some of the good books that are out there, and start thinking about your legacy if you're leaving a good one. And it doesn't matter where you came from. Don't use that as your excuse or your crutch to not do anything. Because yesterday ended last night. So just keep moving forward. And leave a legacy of success, of great attitudes, of blessings to your family, and of course, the money. So you guys have an awesome weekend. I plan on it, which is part of the game right there. If you plan on it, it's a better chance that it'll happen. So awesome to see all of you. I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks now.